I am back in an unrelated cross-dresser video, and I normally show my face on my channel here. It's not like I'm closeted, cowardly, hiding because I'm afraid to be recognized or anything. I show my face so many times on my YouTube, on my Instagram, as a guy, even, the before and after transformation and all of that. So I'm not doing this video because I'm afraid to show myself. The mask is just symbolic. It's symbolism. I like the idea of masks, or not, I don't like it in the sense that we have to have masks. It's what I hate. But we all have masks and masks in our society, And in particular, us, the male species, and this we are the same species, women and men, of course, and all of that. I mean, species in the sense of the binary cis male, And the reason to why I'm making this video is to explain the frustration behind my cross-dressing and why I cross-dress as a man. And one of the reasons is, well, the whole concept of us men having to be so cold and so fucking constantly. We can't show emotions, we can't be vulnerable, we can't do anything that has to do with, we can't even hug a friend, for fuck's sake, without being treated as gay or weak or queer or feminine. We just have to keep everything, everything locked up inside us. And what does it do? It creates frustration, sadness, anxiety, depression. One of the statistics show that men, cis males, are overly represented in suicides. All males in general, trans people too, those who are with dysphoria, everything, especially those with dysphoria, are highly suicidal. It's so tragic, so sad. That what's killing the male species, what's killing us men, feminine men, masculine men, whatever you fucking care to define yourself as, we are being killed and dying because we're so afraid to feel and let others know we feel sadness, pain, feeling all kind of things that are natural and normal for a man to feel, that we all feel, for fuck's sake. I've been trying to cry for days. Last night I was close to crying, but I couldn't. I've been trying to cry for days because when I don't cry, I turn so fucking angry and it destroys me within. It turns against the people I love, turns against everyone. But I've been able to control it the past years, being better at it, not letting it get out on, people I care about. But it's so destructive to have this anger inside. It's a monster created, especially if you've been bullied. If you've been bullied when you were children or a child, it creates something inside us. It's so beastly and primal, and it creates a fucking facade. You have to create a persona, a fucking monstrous persona, when you're that damaged, not to be picked on by other men. Not to be picked on, but I'm a kind and empathic person. I'm a sensitive guy. I'm super sensitive. I like everything romantic, and love is the most beautiful thing to me. Bonds, emotions between people, lovers, partners, friends. I treat my friends, I treat them like their family, I see them. I've even hugged my male friends in the past, even though they felt it's awkward. Just to give them encouragement when they're having struggles, and I always implore men to talk about emotions, talk about what makes you sad and angry. Dare to talk about it, don't be afraid, because otherwise people just start dying, we kill ourselves. And I think cross-dressing is one of the reasons without taking in fetishism and sexual orientations at all. But why so many men cross-dress? I think it's because, well, this topic society where men aren't allowed to feel anything. We aren't allowed to be vulnerable, weak, or weak. I used to say, I used to proclaim those marks. You know what I'm saying. We aren't allowed to be vulnerable. We aren't allowed to cry on a couch. We aren't allowed to ask somebody to give us a hug because we feel so alone and so sad. It's so sick, our society. So sick. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of having put a mask, not like this, but you know, a persona created when I go outdoors, where I have to hide my sensitivity. I have to hide my emotions, and that I'm a very sensitive person, and put on a really cold face, really angry looking, to make a fucking impression that tells others to stay the fuck away from me, because I'm dangerous, you shouldn't get close to me. And I only do that to protect myself, so I don't get attacked and bullied, I don't get treated like a punk by people that are super primitive. It's so sad. I don't even want people to fear me. I don't get nothing from it. I want to know people. But I can't, because people will attack me. And this is all the male species' fault, you know. The male species' fault. Some caveman mentality about the strongest, the weak. You prey on the weak. That's not strength. That's just barbaric, uncivilized. I've been into many fights in my life, and it's never been a fight where I've attacked somebody, started a fight, or had any reasons to actually hurt somebody for no reason more than silly pride stuff. Never happened to me. I've only had to defend myself over and over and over again by people who were trying to dominate me, impose their fucking order. I had to defend myself, and I had to put them down on the ground, you know, knock them out. And I felt bad after that. I felt so bad, I even, you know, thought that I felt sad for the guy I now knocked out, you know, wondered how he felt, you know. I wished I didn't have to knock him out. I even felt like I wish I could fucking heal the guy somehow, make him stop behaving like that. Whatever pain is behind that behavior, you know. This world, it's so fucked up. Everything. We're not allowed to feel anything as men. We're not allowed to express sadness, pain. We're not there for each other. When we pass by each other, long before the fucking COVID pandemic crash situation we're living in, we're not allowed to be there for each other, the male species. When men ask each other how they feel, they are just like here in Sweden, like hallå du, hur är läget då? Det är bara bra. It's only good, you know. They always reply that everybody says the same thing. All good, it's all good. Nobody says my life is horrible, I'm suffering, I'm divorcing my wife, or my kids don't want to talk to me, I'm depressed, I want to kill myself. Nobody says the fucking truth. They are all just laughing, you know, and everything's good, you know, all of that. And that leads to depression. And I think cross-dressing, the men that cross-dress, like me, they do it because they know how toxic it is to be part of this silence culture as a man, you know, where you don't talk about anything, you don't have to show emotions, nothing, because you're so afraid to be judged, you're so afraid to be looked as weak, that you'd rather die alone, weak, than be strong enough to talk about things and risk being looked as weak. And I'm done with that. Cross-dressing has helped me grow as a man. It has helped me grow so much, become so much stronger and confident in myself. And I'm so grateful I'm strong enough to show my weakness. I'm so grateful. I hope it helps somebody out there watching this. It helps you, the watcher. No, don't be afraid to be weak. You need to be strong enough to be open about being weak about things, because it will help others in the same situation It might save somebody's life. You might save your own life too. The male species, I've always been androgynous, you know my style in general. So I've always been more feminine as a person, but I haven't been allowed to be feminine because I've been attacked when I've tried to be more feminine, because I am a feminine guy. Even though I identify as a man, I'm super feminine, super queer. I like everything feminine, you know, like, and this music and all the stuff I listen to, the black metal, you know, all of that. That's a persona I built up, you know, a male ego, a masculine, you know, it's been forced upon me, but I started liking it, you know, it's part of myself today. The whole outward appearance and style as a man. But the point is, we are forced to take on personas, masks in life. But nobody knows the man behind the mask. It's about time they know you for real, who you are. That's why I cross-dress. Because the cross-dressing is so much more closer to my real soul. I used to say to people that I have a masculine ego, but a feminine soul. And the cross-dressing takes out the feminine soul in my body, this forced persona. And I appreciate so much. I think a lot of men that feel like shit and crap and are so insecure about showing their vulnerability, their beautiful side, because we all have a feminine and a masculine soul. It's Carl Jung's. It's based upon a lot of Carl Jung's Jungian psychology. You know that everybody has a female and a male soul, regardless of gender. The animus is the male soul. The anima is the feminine soul. So men all have a feminine soul and an anima, but most they are reluctant to be close to it or acknowledge it because it scares them. But ironically enough, according to Jungian psychology, what attracts a female, if you are heterosexual or bisexual or more, you know, into the hetero norm, is the opposite soul of the partner. So a man is attracted to an animus in anima in the female, and the female is attracted to the anima in the male. She sees the feminine in the male. She tries to see the kindness, the beauty behind that animus, and that's what, according to the norm, attracts people. And my ex-wife, she said when she met me, even though I had a cold exterior, you know, a badass look and all of that, she said she was attracted to the beauty in my soul, the kindness, the emotions, the feminine side. And we men were all repressing it, suppressing it. And what does it make? Completely unstable societies, completely chaos, violence. We just fight and behave stupid instead of giving each other hugs, asking a bro how he feels, and asking him to tell the truth, not tell a lie. We just condescend each other, we talk trash about each other, we just say hateful things. It's so sad. The male species, we need to start giving each other hugs and not be afraid of it. Ask each other how we feel and actually let our anima come out, our souls, our beautiful souls, because we have beautiful souls too. We are not forced to follow any norm, anything. I'm a kind person. I hate that I have to fake that I'm not a kind person in this society, because otherwise I'll be targeted. I've been targeted my whole life for being a geeky nerd, androgynous, feminine. I've been targeted by skinheads. I've been targeted by certain ethnicity groups, you know, like gangs from the suburbs. I can't even say more than that because I will be deemed racist when I'm immigrant myself. But you know, certain group of people, they target people that stand out or are different and look feminine or androgynous. They target them and they attack you, they call you faggot, gay, queer, all of that for no reason whatsoever. Start pushing you and all of that, and of course that's horrible. You get sad and afraid when it happens the first time, Then, when it happens the second time, it starts to build up into something else. Rage, anger. And then it continues, year after year, and it's created a hateful, misanthropic person, completely filled with rage and anger towards certain groups. And yeah, one thing leads to another, and we have social situations where people hate everyone, and it results in chaos, results in politics, all of that. It's just so... I don't even want to go into politics because I don't have a real political party view. I don't follow any party, you know. But there's a lot of problems today. A lot of problems. And many of them could be solved, actually. Just, or at least be made so much easier if men became more gentler in nature. I'm not talking about the men should be called they or hen in Swedish, you know. Or yes, I'm talking about being gentle, more kinder, more tolerant, less angry, and be open about who you are, your emotions. For example, as a crossdresser, I've seen the fucking hypocrisy, the double standards, and the falseness and cowardness of the so-called straight men who watch. It's primarily straight men who watch my videos here, my photos on Swedish fetish sites, especially the naked photos. It's only straight guys, and they come from all corners of the world, all political views, everything from nationalists to leftists to, you know, Swedish skinheads to Arabs, black people, you know, it's all people, all men. They are secretly attracted to androgynous men like me, secretly attracted, turned on by them, but when they are in public with friends, they say, fucking queer, that gay guy, I don't like that, he's gay. Or in Swedish, they say like bögjävel, jävla bög, kolla den fikisen där borta ju. You know, the slurs, you know, like discriminating slurs. But why do they do this? The homophobes, why do they do this? Because they are afraid to show another man that they might find another man attractive sexually or emotionally. So they put down the people. So homophobia is real, and it's proven even by science that the homophobes themselves are secretly attracted to men, and it hurts them, and it makes them feel so much disgust because they know deep down inside that it's the truth, and that's why they try to make others that exist that makes them feel bad about them being cowards feel like crap, so they target them. So that's why people like me are targeted, because the people that target me are afraid to feel attracted to me. And that's so stupid and so weak. For fuck's sake. You need to accept yourself as you are. There's nothing wrong with men finding men attractive and still being with women primarily. It's all natural, in case you haven't seen history long before any of these stupid religions appeared and started putting in, you know, ideologies and cultural values behind sex and love. Before that, humans lived more freely. The male species in all cultures have always indulged in bisexual activities. Men have had wives and partners that are masculine, friends, super friends, friends that are super close, you know, and they have sex with them, even cuddle with them, and saw them as their boyfriends, and they had a wife at the same time. You can even see this in old scriptures, in cultures. In old scriptures, the Roman culture, you know, the Roman Empire, they considered the most masculine warriors, the proudest fighters. They had orgies with guys, bisexual orgies. They had orgies with guys. They had femboys back then that came into their parties, and they had sex with them, they had fun with them, they were their friends. They were like cute little girls to them, you know, like, and it's been part of the human society for so many years. But your stupid religious values, your stupid religions, your fucking culture, your trash, your religions and your culture have made this into sin. And even if you're not religious, people still share the mentality. It's been brainwashed into culture, indoctrinated. So it's natural. Being gay, being homosexual, being bisexual, being pansexual, that's so natural. What's unnatural is the denial. That's the unnatural thing. Unnatural thing. You guys are the unnatural problem. You are unnatural. I'm, as a man, I'm so proud and unafraid that I'm not even afraid of other men. I'm not afraid to feel attracted to other men. I'm not afraid to feel emotions to other men. Simply put, I'm not a fucking pussy. The guys who are so afraid of other men, and then they talk like they're talking, trash talking them, and they're so tough, they're so macho, they're so fucking alpha, they're so fucking alpha. Yeah, that guy is a fucking frightened little pussy. That's what he is. He doesn't dare to show his true self. That's being afraid. That's being afraid. A true alpha, a true masculine man, using those. He dares to express his anima. He dares to express his soul. He dares to be a man. He dares to even like other men. He doesn't care if other men what they think, you know. That applies to women too. That applies to the female species too. Because some women are bisexual too and closeted and don't want to talk about it. Like my ex-wife, for example. She's bisexual and she's closeted. She told me, you know, and a select few friends in the past. But now she pretends that she isn't bisexual. A lot of female friends I've known too that are closeted. So the whole human race, we could be love. We could be love. We could be united. We could see our beauty instead of our differences. Instead of seeing what makes us project something negative, you know. We could see more beautiful things. We could be real people, real honest people. And then we get somewhere for real. We will get somewhere. But no. People prefer fakeness, wearing masks. Their whole lives. Whole life wearing masks. Aren't you tired of wearing a mask? I am. I don't do that anymore. I show the real me. My animus, my anima, my kindness, my empathy, my weak moments, my strong moments, my bad moments. I show it all. I'm honest, I'm genuine, I'm not afraid to be judged. Don't be afraid to be judged, okay? Please. Please, people, please, be brave. Be brave, man. Take care of your brothers. Treat other men as brothers. We need each other. There's a war going on, a spiritual war on our people, on the entire world, on everyone, separating us. Different creeds, different political views, different races, all of that, making us compete against each other, making us just think about what makes us different instead of seeing what makes us the same. Yeah, please, people. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling very hungry, so I need to eat before I get angry on camera, you know. So, but thanks for following me, my beautiful friends. My beautiful people who follow me, because you who follow me here and make comments and are proud enough to, especially if you're a guy, you're a beautiful person. You're not afraid to be judged. And for that, I applaud you. Thanks for all the support you people give me. I really appreciate it. I will continue cross-dressing and making my videos as usual, but taking a break for a few days now. I need to gather my thoughts, emotions. I have things to do, you know. Slave work, you know. The system forces me, you know, to do stuff. I don't even have a job, but more chores, you know. Like talking to you. But some of them are really kind. I appreciate meeting them. They've actually shown me that not everything is black and white, and even people that you think don't think like you might think like you. So always have an open mind, my friends. Always have an open mind. Take care. Farewell.